So it's coming up to almost a week since Wuthering Waves version 2.0 has actually released, and well, it's been a pretty big success. Obviously, there's been a lot of players coming over, and I've even looked at some Google Trends stuff and some other data on the second channel, which pretty much proves that Wuthering Waves' interest has actually gone up a ton, which is very, very promising for the game. But aside from all the main story, characters, and everything like that which came to the game, there was one big update which a lot of people were very excited to see, which was skins. Now, obviously, we've got a Genshin skin bundle, which was one of the best things they've added to the game. Honestly, I think the skin design and everything looks amazing, but in this video, I wanted to talk about the kind of possibility of skins coming to the future of the game, what we're going to see, what the actual quality of the skin is going to be, and also, pricing and everything like that. But before I get into this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys do enjoy it, and also go to GameStop, use my code KAZA, when you get yourself 10% off a ton of cups and tubs. I definitely recommend going over there. Again, they got a ton of really cool stuff. They got some really cool events on at the moment, so again, go down there, get yourself 10% off, and yeah, let's get back into the video. So, of course, you know me, I had to get the Genshin skin whenever it came out. Obviously, I got this whenever I was pulling for my Carlotta, but just giving you a good idea of what the overall skin actually looks like, what kind of things you get with it. This is the overall skin. It looks really cool. Honestly, I've had a ton of fun using it. Obviously, if I put her into the team here, you can see she's got like a kind of different artwork, although it's kind of like behind my head here. But the animations for this look absolutely amazing. Obviously, they got like a kind of pink feel to it. You can see the ultimate animation. Again, looks absolutely amazing. It's got a different kind of sound, stuff like that, which just kind of proves the amount of quality that has kind of been added to the game in terms of Wuthering Waves skins, and has set the bar for a lot of other skins in the future. Because if you've been on this channel, I've made a lot of videos about skins and whether there was a possibility of them coming to Wuthering Waves. But now they've finally done it. The floodgates have kind of opened for them to actually start introducing more. Now, let's just talk about the first point I wanted to talk about. How many skins are we actually going to see come to the game? Because obviously, not only is there the Genshin skin, if we go over, we've actually got a little sneak peek, because they actually added a little kind of menu here to actually show you. Sanhua skin also looks very cool, but pretty much I think this kind of sets the standard for what we're going to see in future skins, and how big they're going to be, and how many we're actually going to get in terms of quantity. Because if you look at some other games, for example like Azur, Nikkei, or even PGR as well, a Kuro Games game, a lot of these games actually release many skins. They release a lot of them, and they release them constantly, whether it's every patch, whether like Azur, for example, releases like multiple skins every patch, maybe like even 6 at a time, which is absolutely crazy. Whereas you got other games like Genshin Impact who only release one literally once every year. It's also pretty crazy. Now, obviously, if we go back to some of Wuthering Waves' other marketing and everything like that, they've done a lot of advertising similar to Genshin Impact, which makes us think that maybe they're trying to go for the whole Genshin Impact route in terms of their advertising, and also in terms of just their updates and everything like that, apart from, they actually listen to their audience, which is absolutely crazy. But I feel like because they're kind of following the same kind of style in terms of the advertising, I feel like they're going to go for the same style in terms of skins. I feel like they're going to go for quality over quantity. Now, obviously, not to say that games like Azur, their skins aren't quality. They do make some absolutely amazing skins, but the point is that it's more of an event for Wuthering Waves, and it's going to be interesting to see how often they bring these out, because I think that's what's on everyone's mind. Is there going to be a skin in version 2.1? Is there going to be one in version 2.2? We don't know. Or are we gonna have to wait until version 3.0? I honestly think that Wuthering Waves might try to step up a little bit, but looking at some of their previous stuff again, it does kind of hint that we're not going to be getting a massive influx like some of the other games we've seen. But honestly, I think that's okay. Now, obviously, this brings me on to my next point, because in those videos I covered on skins in the past, I covered a lot of stuff to do with collaborations and, the outfit designs that they actually put on. So, for example, this one here for Mum's Touch was a Korean kind of collaboration that they've done, and you can see here that Rocha and Carlotta both have some cool skins. Now, honestly, I do think this could be a viable one for them actually to add to the game, maybe without the advertising on it, obviously. But honestly, I think that kind of design could work. But I think a lot of people do need to understand that not every single one of these designs could be added to the game, because I just don't think it makes sense. With the Genshin skin, it actually makes perfect sense. It seems like it fits into the world quite well, and it doesn't feel very jarring. But there is a kind of line of what kind of style you're going for without it looking too janky and weird in the game. Because if we look at this one, for example, I feel like these kind of skins just wouldn't really make sense in the game. Even though they do look really cool, the outfits do look, especially like the Camellya one here, it just wouldn't really make sense to add it to the game, because it doesn't really fit in with the kind of lore of the game or the overall style of the game. And then finally, we have this one from AGF as well, which again, I think, they're wearing a lot of modern clothes, which is very cool to see on a kind of collaboration kind of basis. But in terms of actually adding these to the games, I just don't think it's that possible. And I think there's a lot of people who do have their hopes up in terms of these skins and collaborations, actually coming to the game. I don't think it's going to happen, honestly. I'm sorry. I know it's sad news. I do want these skins in the game too, but I do kind of understand where they're coming from because it just wouldn't really fit in the world. Whereas with the Genshin one, they've actually fit it in very well with a kind of festival theme and stuff. So it would be interesting to see what kind of direction they take it because, again, although I say it wouldn't really make sense, it could happen. Wuthering Waves might turn around and release some skins that maybe don't really fit into the overall environment of the game, but at the same time, it's still pretty cool. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that as well. And obviously, a lot of what I'm talking about is just pure speculation. It's nothing written in facts or anything like that. It's literally just taking a look at some of their previous kind of work and things like that. But if we look at like PGR as well, these are some of the skins they released. And you can see this design fits very well with the PGR kind of design. And this is what I kind of hope for skins like this one here and other ones. They kind of go a little bit modern and they kind of go for something that maybe a lot of people would enjoy, but at the same time, keeping it to this style and the overall kind of world of PGR or Wuthering Waves or whatever game, you're playing. Because honestly, I think that looks really, really cool. They've kind of implemented two different styles and then just added it to the game. And obviously, this is only one screenshot from all the PGR skins that are out. And they've actually released quite a lot of them, which means that maybe Wuthering Waves could, in terms of quantity, be stepping up their game. We don't really know, but we'll have to wait until 2.1. I think 2.1 is going to be the indicator for how quickly they want to kind of release these skins and everything like that, which will be very interesting. And then finally, if we go to Genshin Impact as well, they actually released these skins for the Lantern Rite event, and this is what they usually do. They release skins for Lantern Rite. They release a 5-star one and a 4-star one, a little bit similar to the one that we've seen right now. Obviously, Genshin, we've got the 5-star, and then Sanhua, the 4-star, which does worry me that they're going to go down the same route where it's like, oh, it only happens once every year, because I would like a lot more skins to be added to the game. But also, it begs the question, if they were going to do it every single update, I doubt they're going to release kind of skins like Genshin's skin every single update. I feel like maybe what could be the possibility is that they're going to release some big bundles like the Genshin one that we've seen every single year, a bit like this Lantern Rite one, which again would be great. And then in the meantime, in other versions, they're going to release some kind of smaller skins that maybe provide a cosmetic change and maybe something else in that, I don't really know, but like it'll be like more cosmetic rather than changing a lot of the animations and things, because obviously Genshin has a lot more than just her like outfit being different and stuff like that, whereas these Genshin Impact ones, they are literally kind of just an outfit change. That's about it. So maybe that's what they're going to do for the kind of updates in between 2.0 and 3.0. They're just going to kind of release ones that change the cosmetic side of it, but not so much any of the animations or anything that interesting, which honestly I think could be pretty good. I do hope that they do release high quality skins every single time, but honestly I do think that is the most kind of practical way that they're going to do it, especially if they're going to release a lot of skins in the future. But again, we'll have to wait and see. Obviously they're working on weapon skins as well and everything like that, which have been really, really great as well. So yeah, again, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this. Do you think that Wuthering Waves are going to add even more skins in the future, and what kind of quantity and quality do you think they're going to add to this game? Because it is a very interesting topic to talk about, because honestly Wuthering Waves have left zero indicators on what's actually going to be happening in the future. But as I said, I do think it would be cool if they did release skins kind of regularly, and even if they're not as high quality as Genshin's one, at least they can like release a really high quality bundle every so often, which would be really, really cool. Yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and also go to GameSubs, use my code KAZA where you can get yourself 10% off a ton of cups and tubs. I definitely recommend going over there because again, a ton of really cool stuff. And yeah, as I said, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about all of this, and I will see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.